Hey everyone, welcome to the Fan Club YouTube channel. I'm Will.
I'm Lawson.
And I'm Austin.
Join us every Monday for interviews with top athletes, creators, and entertainers from all around the world.
So please make sure to like, comment, subscribe.
And thank you for joining our fan club community. Now please enjoy this episode.
We're live from New York. It's Saturday night.
Yep.
What's going on, guys?
Wait, we're actually live?
We've been live.
We've been live for
I'm live for
10
like
minutes.
Yeah. What's
Whoops.
going on? How you doing?
Doing good. I'm just picking out my new golf outfit for tomorrow.
Yeah,
But
you're gonna be looking real good. Anything to take the distraction off of your first swing.
gonna need it first round of the year besides Top Golf. But yeah, I'm excited to get back.
How many balls are you gonna bring?
0.
You
should
better
pick
bring
up
a
some-
jacket too. With a
I
hood,
am.
maybe.
No.
Big furry hood.
How many rounds of golf do you actually plan on doing this summer? Because I feel like you're like a 1 round a week per guy.
Roughly, yeah. I don't know. It depends what the boys are up to. If we can get like a course or find like a golf package or somewhere, I'd be down to do it like once a week for
Be
sure.
fun.
What is your handicap?
I can probably, maybe we'll see.
You know
We'll
what
see if
that
I can
term
get under
means.
100 this year, this summer.
That's not what handicap is.
Under
Whatever.
100.
If I can get under 100 this year.
I think that we could come up with some sort of golf league between us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we
that'd be
should.
good.
We should keep track of that because we got to play our handicaps because then it's going to be more fair, and then we can see who's got the best score at the end of the year.
Yeah,
They got apps for that.
I've never
Most
golfed enough for
improved.
my handicap, but yeah, we can all get the same app and get to work.
Yeah, I'm a student of the game, so I know I'm going to be getting better throughout the year.
Well, that's good.
My dad sends me a lot of Instagram reels of golf swings. I never look at them, but I'll go back into his messages and see what he's been sending me.
How
Thanks,
often
Wayne.
do you have to change your swing? Do you change your swing every year?
Yeah,
Adjust it a bit?
I always get chirped for my swing.
Every
It
hole.
looks stiff, so I'm trying to loosen up a little bit. Maybe not shooting a hockey stick so much the opposite way will help me.
That could be. Maybe you'll be shooting par this summer.
Oh,
dude.
you're one of those guys.
Yeah, I shoot left in hockey, golf right.
No
That's what I
wonder.
am too.
No wonder why you can't swing a golf club.
But I
That-
played baseball that way too. Played baseball right-handed, golf right-handed, shoot hockey puck left-handed.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think you should shoot, play baseball, play golf all the same hand.
I do
That
everything
makes the
left.
most
Bet you
sense.
that would help.
I do everything left.
Well, I'm right-handed, so my right hand's my dominant hand.
Except
so
throw.
then I
So it should be on
Yeah,
top.
So
but it
I
should be on
dangle.
top.
It should be
yeah,
on
but
top.
for golf, one hand.
Baseball too, dominant hands on the bottom. Like
yeah,
same
power.
thing on
I
top.
power like I curl
So
with my right hand.
And then
it's gonna be interesting first round when I get out there.
anyway, there might be a reason why you guys aren't good golfers.
We'll see.
I'm good.
Like I said, I'm a
sick.
student, always learning, always getting better.
Yeah, that's great. That's what you need to do. Well, welcome back, everybody. You joined our funny little golf conversation. Frizz is going golfing this weekend, so we had to get his tips and his insight on what's going to happen. We'll have to let you know his score next week.
Yeah, where are you going? What course are you going to?
All I know, it's a very nice course in Colorado. So I'll be sure to drop the location on my Insta story tomorrow.
Hopefully it's not snowing there.
Is it up in the Rockies?
I think so.
That'd be sick.
I'm looking for a good Insta post from the Rocky Mountains because I am going to Denver for the weekend.
Boo.
What's your
Splitting
plan?
away.
What's your plan for when you're there? You got an itinerary? Places you want
just
to
golf
see?
tomorrow, and then we'll figure it out.
Oh, you're
from
golfing
there.
tomorrow.
Yeah, the golf's
Oh.
tomorrow, 2
Oh,
p.m. Coming
boy.
off a
You're gonna be
plane.
sore.
Have you golfed a nice course before in your life?
I think the nicest one would have been the Marriott one.
That was
we
a
were
nice
in
Oh
course.
yeah,
Orlando.
yeah.
That would be the nicest that I've been to.
Yeah, that was a nice course, but it's a different game. When you're in Denver in the mountains, you'll realize that golf gets a little harder in those types of courses because
Have you
there's
played out there?
well, Arizona,
Yeah.
those areas.
Close
yeah.
enough. The desert and the Rocky Mountains, same thing.
I can assume that the mountains will just be a little bit harder, even to that. I played in BC, so
Okay, there you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
those kind of courses. There's a lot of hills, but not as many trees probably as the Manitoba courses and the Minnesota courses. But
Yeah, I was just going to bring that up. I think this summer we need to go hit up 2 nice courses that have played up north.
yeah,
I love golfing up north because each hole, it feels like you're the only people in the world because they're all divided by pine trees. And it's awesome.
I like those.
It's the
Maybe
best.
later in the year.
I don't
when we
like
get a few
open
practice.
Open
strokes
courses are
in.
like when you can see the other holes. It's like, too many distractions. Like when there's a deer running across the fairway.
Yeah, more obstacles for my ball to go into. Huh?
Yeah, but it's better.
It is better. Like
Otherwise, you
senior
hit it
is
on
better.
hit it on the other hole and blocking other people's golf going the other way.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, it's
You
just
never
sucks.
want to walk across fairways.
I never want to do that. Well, we just got back from New York.
Mhm.
Yep.
That was fun.
Really fun.
The Big Apple, our third time in just over a year together going to New York.
I would have to say this was my favorite New York experience
Yeah?
on many different levels.
We did a lot different than the last two, I would say. We were less in the hub of everything, and we kind of got
Mhm.
to explore the outskirts, which was very peaceful, I feel like.
I
Yeah,
think
I
that,
agree, and the weather helped.
Yeah, true.
and you guys had a bit more free time too. I can't speak for myself because I had to leave. You guys got to spend 2 more extra days without me, but by the looks of it, the fact that you guys got Friday off and got to go around New York more, it looked like it was more fun to just do that.
It was nice.
That's probably why it was your favorite.
It was really nice. We'll get into that in a little bit. The days where Lawson wasn't there. But
Yeah.
well, we went there to hang out with the Rangers, promote their playoffs, obviously coming up at MSG. Should be an exciting. They just won last night, game 1 in New Jersey. Sorry, Devil fans.
Big rivalry right there.
The Hudson River rivalry. Yeah, the MSG. What are your thoughts on MSG?
I was saying that I thought it was like one of my favorite arenas that we've ever been to. I liked it. I liked the, well, first of all, just all the stuff around the concourse that was very unique to it. It didn't feel like you were at any other type of arena. It was like for sure one of a kind type of a building. Love the Delta Lounge.
Yeah.
That was cool. I always love it when arenas have
Can't complain about
fun
that.
little corners that people don't see. Like you'd never be able to know that's there.
Mhm.
So
I thought it was cool because it didn't feel like a hockey rink.
yeah,
It just felt like there was just a big show going on, and that this night in particular was a hockey game.
Yeah, it was almost like a theater
Mhm.
looking place.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool how many celebrities were there, and like they had put them on the jumbotron and stuff like that. And
Can you name them?
yeah, we got our boy Mr. American Pie Jim from the movie. He chugged a beer on the screen, so that was pretty cool. Fired me up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I think his name's Jason Biggs.
Hmm.
He was cool to see.
Yeah,
Fun to
and
watch chug a beer. Huh?
Yeah.
couldn't even imagine how many people go there on like
Playoffs.
bigger nights, playoffs, Knicks games. That building's always hopping.
True. It's Billy Joel and Harry Styles' house.
mm-hmm.
And I didn't even know this till you said it. What did you say? The ice level's on like
It's on the fifth
It's on the
floor. I
fifth
believe.
floor,
Good story.
Oh, and also the train station's underneath it too.
Yep. There's a lot of them there.
Crazy.
Yeah, because we went up to the 10th for our seats. We had to go to the 5th level for the ice.
I was not paying attention
Yeah,
to
I
that.
had no clue.
Didn't
Well,
feel like it.
Taking the stairs after the game made you realize a little bit
Oh,
how high
yeah.
up we were. We were just spiralling down.
What?
Spiralling? We're spiralling.
We're a spider monkey.
Oh yeah, and there was
Spider
one
monkeying down the
chick wearing
stairs.
flip flops, and she was holding up the whole line. We couldn't figure out what was going so slowly. Then eventually, people slipped by her, and then I saw her. She was in shorts, a tank top, and flip flops, and
Yeah,
she was at the game.
She
at
may
a
have had
hockey
a few
rink.
too many to drink, too.
Yeah, she was slow scotting around. That's for sure.
She was not very fast down those stairs. But we were joined by our new friend, Mr. Salvatore Mandrucci. I don't know if I
Yeah,
probably
I don't
butchered
know.
his name.
I didn't even know his last
He
name.
texted me his name for the tickets. That's why I knew that. But Sally Slices, we got to
Sally Slices.
surprise him on last episode with tickets to the game, and he was an absolute riot to work with. He was so fun, actually.
He was the main hit that night.
And he's like 6'5".
Mhm.
He was huge. He was so tall.
Everyone at MSG loved him. There was so many people going up to him.
Yeah.
Sally Slices, cider
Corner.
Was it cider corner?
Cider corner. That's his thing. No, he was great. I thought he was a lot different in person than, well, I think we got to know him in the podcast, but from TikTok to in person, he blew my mind with how down to earth, nice he was. And he was just actually really fun to be around
He was super
because
fun.
he's kind of a goofy guy.
Mhm.
Like I'd be like fist bumping his hand, like going into the door, and he'd do like a funny face, or like you'd be taking a selfie video, and all of a sudden Sal's behind you, like screaming or saying something. But he was pumped to be there.
Yeah, we could hang out with him for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Again, he was a blast.
Oh, it was cool for me because like I watched him over the last few years. Like me and my brother would always watch his videos and stuff like that. So it was kind of just like another cool moment to be like, yeah, now we're just hanging out with him. And yeah, like I agree with you, Lawson. He was very like down to earth and like passionate about everything he was saying, and kind of showed where he came from a lot. And it was nice to hang out with him in a different environment, because I also feel like he's never done that either. Like hung out with another group of like creators that he's able to like work with on that kind of level. So yeah, it was a pretty fun way to end the night.
I think that's a cool thing for us too, to use our connection of hockey and going to this Ranger game and bringing somebody that's not familiar to that space, but still something that we share in common with, like social media, and take them into that kind of environment, show them that kind of the things that we're doing, give them that experience. It's a cool hybrid that I'd love to do that more in different cities, find creators that want to be a part of like that kind of game. Maybe they're not familiar with it as much, and just take them through a day of the things that we do, kind of show them the behind the scenes stuff of what we do before the game, how we make our content, and
make them be an honorary member of the THG squad for the day.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
new hockey guy.
That'd be a blast if every game we got to bring a different creator from the area.
Yeah, with like even no relation to hockey, just
doesn't matter.
Sal the pizza guy. Come on.
Mr. Slices.
The fans loved him too.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be working with the Rangers in the future.
How about that spread of food at MSG?
Oh my goodness. The amount of times Frizz came up to me and asked me to take a clip of him eating a new bite of food was insane.
It was awesome. That was one of my top food experiences. I'd definitely say that. We started off quick with Dunkin' cold brew shot and a munchkin.
Like
a munchkin, they're called. For the Canadian listeners, those are Timbits. But started off good
Donut
there.
holes.
And then got a big prime rib sandwich. So we were kind of hungry. We had a little lunch earlier before, but I made sure to save room for the eating fest that went on. Prime rib sandwich. Then we did a little pizza review with Sal. I got the hot honey white pizza, which was my favorite bite of the whole night. Just that good.
Do you prepare yourself for big food eating tours like this?
You gotta. It's the only way to get it all done. Everyone is always asking how I do it.
It's an art.
But it's not easy. It's a lot of fun, I'll say that. And it's kind of cool to try out their like local staples. Like we had this burger that's
what was that
been
called?
around. Yeah, we have to look up the burger, but it was like a MSG staple for a long time. I think it was like Daily Burger or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Daily Burger.
That was good. The sushi, full sushi bar inside the rink. Gotta love that.
Those
Lobster tail.
Ridiculous.
I do regret because I came down after the second period or during the second period intermission, and I was gonna get another plate of sushi and a lobster tail, and I saw the guy closing up shop, and I was a bit disappointed. So went and got some pad thai and some beef
This is all at a
tenderloin.
hockey game.
Yeah.
Pad thai, beef tenderloin, a good drink, mixed in a good drink there.
And then
Yeah.
dessert.
A couple
my
different
Gosh,
desserts.
those peanut butter jelly bars.
I couldn't even eat dessert. I couldn't even try it. I was so
Got
full.
some cheesecake.
Yeah.
Did you get it? I wanted the Oreo cheesecake, but they were out.
Gotta be quick there in the Delta Lounge.
Yeah, I wasn't fast enough.
Overall experience, though, 10 out of 10. They got tons of great food. It's up there with the Islanders, I'd say.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they were awesome.
And not every arena I've noticed like does that. Like have so many unique food spots that are different to like the city. I've noticed that even maybe like Winnipeg's is kind of boring in a way. Like you compare it to that.
Oh, 100%
like-
boring. Same with like the Wild is even. It's more, they more stick to like arena food, which
Yeah.
people are going to buy if they're hungry. Obviously, they're going to eat it. But in the end, it doesn't really make it unique and not very special. So
No, you can only
the
have
Jets
so
or the
many,
Wild are listening to this, up your arena game.
You can only have so many chicken tenders.
And peanuts
Hot
and roasted
dogs.
almonds.
We
Yeah.
want sushi.
Yeah.
We're spoiled. We're spoiled little brats.
Definitely.
Yeah, MSG, great spot, and that's definitely one of my favorite parts about it. Very unique.
It was awesome. Well, I think we can kick Lawson out since he left after the game.
Well,
we went to the Canuck.
We got our
We
little
went to-
tour
yeah.
guide,
Yeah,
Johnny
Johnny.
Lazarus.
Look, check him out. The Hockey News. Johnny
Hockey
Lazarus,
News.
beat writer for the Rangers.
That was our second or third time meeting him. He played D1 hockey at where, UMass?
Mhm.
Yeah, so he's a fellow hockey guy. So we connected with him pretty well. We met him in Boston, and he showed us around a little bit of the city on Thursday and Friday night. Great dude. And yeah, we went to the Canuck, a Canadian hockey bar. It had Canadian flags all over it. Big moose. They had a shot stick, so they had a bunch of shots on a hockey stick that you can get. We should have got one. We snoozed on that, but that was a fun little way to kick off the first night in New York.
Yeah, the pictures of all the famous Canadian celebrities on the wall.
A lot of
too.
A-listers
cool.
come from the Great White North,
Yeah, like Biebs.
including me.
Biebs, Drake, Frizz.
The funniest part
Same
about
thing.
that place is that you just don't feel like you're in New York City because there's guys coming into that bar rolling in their hockey bag with their hockey sticks.
Yeah,
And
that was great.
that is my favorite part about it, because I always think New York City, I don't think of groups of people like that there, especially in the middle of Manhattan. Like, we were right in the center. We weren't in some crazy unique area, but yeah, there's guys rolling in their hockey bags. It makes you feel really at home. Feels like a bunch of people from Minnesota are in there.
That was really funny when those guys brought their hockey bags in after their big beer league game. We were like, "How'd the game go?" Like, well, it scored, so it doesn't happen much at my age.
Yeah.
But
Did you see the guy that we met there, his fight?
Yeah.
Oh
He
yeah,
had an unbelievable fight. 'Cause
Yeah.
we met one of the firefighters that were playing in the FDNY in the police game the night after.
NYPD.
NYPD. Anyway, yeah, he got in a sick fight.
Yeah, he was all over Barstool and the hockey world news, and he bought us a pitcher 2 nights before, so that was pretty cool to see him step it up.
That's what he's known for, is chucking them knocks.
I believe the Fire won
Yeah.
8-5 or something like that.
It was that high scoring.
Yeah, Firefighters got it big this
Oh.
year.
They've been on a hot streak. I think that's their 5th year in a row they won it.
Yeah,
Something
so if
like
people don't know this, there's a huge game between, like Lawson said, the fire department and the police department. So like throughout the city, everyone's like hyping it up and watching it. So I guess Lawson doesn't know this, but when we were in a Italian sub shop on Saturday, there were some firefighters in there, and they saw my shorts that said the hockey guys, and they were talking to us about the game. So that game was on Saturday. So they fill up UBS Arena where the Islanders play, and they have a huge hockey game with legit fights, refs, Barstool broadcasted the thing. It sounded like a pretty cool day.
That's the Super
yeah.
Bowl. Those
Yeah.
firefighters were chirping the cops in the little deli too.
Yeah.
If you want to see it on video, there's a great doc that Barstool did
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Do you
So
think
check it out.
they go into the game being like, we have to make this entertaining? Like, there's serious fights that are higher than a normal amount for just a hockey game. Like, do you think some of it's just
Well,
they're more
I think
eager
it's
to do
just-
that stuff because they know it's going to make it more fun?
That, and it's their game of the year.
Yeah.
I don't think they
They
think
look
about it.
forward to that game every year.
yeah, me
They
and
play
Cuddy,
all year long and go to different tournaments and things. But
Yeah.
this is their game in the New York tradition.
Yeah.
It's the big game.
Me and Cuddy listened to one of the documentaries, and guys remember what happened 2, 3, 4 years ago. If a guy did this, like they remember that, and they're getting
Really?
them back. That's
The
why
cheap
there's
shots,
more
yeah.
fights.
Yeah.
It's not like you sign up to play. Like
Yeah,
there's
there's
tryouts.
tryouts.
And you have to make this team every year, and then you travel around and basically train for this Super Bowl of
Mm-hmm.
FDNY NYPD. Pretty crazy. We should be at that. But
So, yeah, let's go into the part where
let's go into the night
disappeared.
after the Canuck when we're back at the hotel, and all of a sudden, this guy comes running in our room, and he's like,
Me?
"Yeah, you."
Oh yeah.
I don't know what
the
you're
heck
talking
was
about.
He came in our room. Well, see you guys. End of the
Oh,
airport.
yeah.
Well, yeah, me and Lawson
Well,
were debating.
I
in
had to make a
bed.
decision. Actually, I kind of have a funny story at the airport that you guys don't even know about.
Oh,
But
boy.
let
Oh,
me just
geez.
state
Bad
this
travel
first.
weekend.
This was the first time in THG history where I was leaving the guys on a trip by themselves. I had to go back and make it to a friend's wedding social. So I was out on Friday night, and the guys were staying Saturday. Wait,
Thursday
you
night.
I was out Thursday night. I flew to New York, went to the game, left that night. The guys were alone Friday and Saturday to make content, to work with the Rangers. So this was kind of a big deal for the group. I was time to put them to the test, see what this group really had in them, see what they could do without me.
What happened at the airport?
Let's start there. So I had a very early flight.
You left the hotel at like
7.
4 a.m.
Flight was at 7. I think I left earlier than that.
Yeah,
I was still up.
Anyway, yeah,
Yeah, we get it, man.
Well, we got back to this place around 2, and then I was debating. I can either sleep from 2 till 4 and then get my Uber to the airport, or I can just like leave now at 2:30ish. So I chose just to leave now, and then I was like, see you guys, I'm out of here. Didn't even go to bed, just got an Uber at like 2:30, and then took an hour Uber to the airport. Got there at 3:30. Everybody before the checkpoint was sleeping already. So I was like, well, I sure thought I was going to be able to go through security before I got there. But no, everybody was sleeping. It was 3:30. I assumed it opened at 4. I'm looking for places to sleep. Everyone in there has a chair because there's not many spots to sit. So I lied, laid on the ground, just right by some like air vent. It's pretty cold, but I was so tired
Homeless.
too. Like so tired. Felt like I was homeless. Got through the security, and then by the time I got through, it was 4:30. My plane leaves at 7.
Did you get a snooze?
So then
after that?
I sat in the airport chair with my suitcase like this and just slept, kind of sitting. So I did get some sleep there, but I was still really tired when I woke up. And then I slept on the plane to Minneapolis, and then got a coffee, and then I was good to go after that. But it was a really hard morning. Like I was so tired and out of it on the plane. You know how it is when you're tired in the airport. It's just
foggy.
Autopilot.
you just wake up and you're like feeling weird.
Zombie mode.
And it was zombie mode. So it wasn't the best travel day for me.
Dang. Glad you got through it, man.
Yeah. You guys can take it on from here because
Yeah, what did we do Friday?
I pieced out.
Friday we went over to get some breakfast ice cream
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was fun.
with Dylan LeMay. Yeah, he's a good dude.
It's a great little shop he had there too.
Yeah, it was really nice.
It was really fancy, I thought, for like just like a startup ice cream shop.
Mm-hmm.
First go around.
Yeah, we got to film some content there. Dylan has over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Cuddy was checking out the gold YouTube
Yeah,
plaque.
I've
That was pretty cool
never
to
seen
see.
one of those before. I took a picture of it. It's cool. That's our
Goals.
goal.
He was super
One
nice. And I guess we'll do a little hint. You might see him on this podcast very soon, so you can hear his story later on. But yeah, Dylan's was
never
great.
guess.
Dylan's was great. Got some tasty ice cream. Then we stepped outside the door, realized, you know what, we're still hungry. Then we made the march to Chinatown and Little Italy, and it was beautiful out. Perfect for walking. Explored that area because we'd never been there, or at least me and Cuddy had never been there before.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were, Will.
like 10 years ago, yeah.
We,
Need a refresher.
Looking for some sunglasses in Chinatown, some Ray-Bans.
I did try on 2 pairs. She originally started at 30. I walked away. She went down to 15, but I just wasn't feeling them. Didn't want to pull the trigger on them, so I did not end up buying something from Chinatown, nor did I get any food, which I wanted some dumplings. But
Yeah, we walked over to the next neighborhood, Little Italy, to get
Little
some
Italy.
lunch.
yeah.
Found a good sandwich shop.
Ooh, Parisi's.
That was unreal. That was probably one of my favorite sandwiches I've ever had.
Just imagine this room, but like cut it in half. That was where you.
Yeah, that's where we met the fire department guys, the firefighters.
And we were all shoulder to shoulder, and there was only.
And we
like
didn't know
6
how to
people in
order.
there.
Cash
either.
only.
Mhm.
Yep, cash only.
And yeah, we didn't know how to order because they had like a menu, and the menu showed like 6 of like sandwiches that were like hot kind of sandwiches. But then I see the firefighters, they're getting like deli sandwiches, like all this fresh cut. It was like a Jersey Mike's, like a real Jersey Mike's. And then I asked them, I was like, can you just order what you want? And then the guy was like, you order whatever your heart desires. They'll make it for you. So I sure did. I loaded mine up, and it was damn good, just like Cuddy said.
Yeah, I had no idea that they had the toppings in the back.
Oh yeah,
Like,
you can't
I
even
was like,
see
yeah,
the toppings.
turkey, cheese, and I just saw a jar of cherry peppers. I'm like, some cherry peppers, and the guy looks at me, he's like, "That's it?" I was like, "Oh wait." And then
Throw
you see
lettuce
this
on
whole-
there.
Yeah, lettuce, everything, just loaded up. But yeah, that was one of the greatest sandwiches I've ever had.
Hit the spot, and I got a nice Diet Dr. Pepper to wash it down.
The food talk continues.
Mm-hmm.
It was
What
great.
did we do after that?
We walked over to Wall Street.
By the way, folks, we were all walking this whole time.
Oh yeah,
How many steps did we get that day?
I could look it up exactly, but Friday we walked like 12 miles.
Yeah.
Wow.
Saturday we walked like 13 miles.
Holy.
I'm
Yeah,
so
we
glad I bought
walked.
that new pair of tennis shoes. Otherwise, my feet would have been killing me.
Yeah, we got
We walked from Little Italy to the World Trade to Wall Street, which is right there. And then we walked like halfway back, and then we ordered an Uber because we wanted to cut the Uber price in half. So we walked halfway.
yeah.
Smart.
And yeah, Cuddy or Will and Yelly were our tour guides. They kind of showed us around a little bit, had the good ideas. So shout out to them because that was a really fun day.
And we were so thirsty. We had to stop in a Whole
yeah.
Foods and get some
Oh,
beverages.
that's right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll get there.
That was one of the
Sorry.
greatest lemonades I've ever had out of a
Mhm.
bottle. It was so good.
Yeah, loaded up on drinks at Whole Foods and kept walking.
Kept walking around.
Saw
made
the
it
bowl?
back.
Saw the
Oh, yeah, saw
bowl.
the bowl.
What's the bull called? Does he have a name?
Charging bull?
I don't get that thing. What's
It's
the,
just
what's the
Stock
meaning behind
market,
it?
bull
Stock
market
market.
means going up.
There you go. There it is.
Right in the
They're
financial
bullish.
district.
And it's right in the middle of the street, and there's just a bunch of tourists, and then these big skyscrapers all around. People are walking around in suits when it's 80 degrees out.
Did it feel different in that area on Wall Street? Like
Yeah.
everybody that you're walking by,
It's tight.
it's
the
It's
buildings
tourist
are
business.
closed.
It's tourist or suit.
okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we heard one of the classic like Wall Street a-holes walking by with his AirPods just yelling, "Do the deal, tell her to do this,
Oh,
or she's
yeah.
gonna do it wrong." Like this pissed, just
Yeah.
walking straight forward in his suit.
Yeah, that was great though. It was 80 degrees all day, sunny, gorgeous. We took basically everything in. It was nice. You guys got to go to the memorial
Yep.
and then
that was
Wall
pretty
Street for
crazy.
the first time. Yeah, it's a pretty crazy memorial. Don't really like talking about it.
Mhm.
I would say we've seen almost everything in New York now.
Weird.
You can't do it in one.
In
We-
the past
in 3
three,
days.
in the past
Yeah.
3 times we've been there, we've now been to. Maybe the only thing that you guys haven't experienced yet is the Brooklyn Bridge
Yeah,
and the
Yelly
Dumbo
said
area.
the Liberty Statue of Liberty.
and the Statue of Liberty.
I
There
want
we
to
go.
see that at some point.
2 things left on the list.
Mhm.
Yeah, it takes more than one trip unless you're there for 2 weeks. I'm not going to hit every area,
No.
especially by foot. You will crumble.
Then what did we eat Friday night?
Oh,
Wait, we're not even there yet,
horses,
buddy.
Hold your horses.
Slow down.
We went to
Oh,
Subway
Jeez, yeah,
or
forgot.
some sort of Subway. We took on the Subway because we realized on Thursday, me being a super, super giant Twins fan, didn't even know they were in town until Thursday.
That was a great find, though.
We found out that the Twins were in town playing the Yankees, and we took on the Subway all the way up to the Bronx, and we did it swellly.
Did
Yeah.
you actually?
It was smooth.
I
There was
wondering.
one hiccup. We almost went on. So we took from Hudson Yards where we stayed. We took the 7 or the 4. I don't know.
I think
whatever.
we started on
We
the
took a
7.
7 and a 4. I know that. We took the 7 to Grand Central Station. And then,
That place was rocking, too.
oh
Holy.
my gosh, we got up. It's a whole new world
Yeah,
over there.
underneath there was like
You think there's a
music.
lot of
There was
people-
live
Yeah.
music, and
You think there's people on the streets. You go down, there's the same amount of people down there. Like,
Mhm.
it never stops. Then we went on, we got on a train. Just as the doors are about to shut. Kind of look at Yelly. Yelly looks at me. Looking at the map. We just had a weird gut feeling that we were on the wrong train. And it turns out we were. And we got off, thank God. Made it to the one that was heading to the Bronx. Because once we saw some Yankee jerseys, we just followed the pack.
Yeah.
you got to follow the merch jerseys.
And we made it up to the Bronx. Bought some tickets at the gate. That's a whole new world up there, too.
Yeah. Beautiful stadium.
Oh, yeah.
Classic Yankee stadium. Actually, on the subway, we this will be in our YouTube video, but we caught these 2 Mets and Yankees fans like yelling across the train from each other, yelling out different stats and stuff. It was just like a classic New York subway
Baseball fans.
baseball.
Yeah, the Mets weren't
bickering.
even playing, and they were
Hardcore.
just arguing.
Yeah.
It was funny.
You guys did on iPhone or
iPhone, yeah.
Sweet.
It's in the iPhone cam.
And then, we got into the stadium, grabbed ourselves a beverage. I got a big foot-long hot dog. I think you guys got hot dogs too.
Well, at the end, because of Yelly's swindling, we got hot dogs. But yeah, the game was awesome. That place is incredible. Like, whether you're a sports fan or not, it's pretty cool to see.
Said hi to a few fans there. Actually, a lot of people came up to us, actually, which is pretty surprising. But beautiful stadium. Lights were shining. It was packed with people. And the game went by really fast, like, because obviously that new rule.
Pitch
And
clock.
The pitch clock,
Mhm.
yeah.
Before we knew it, we were out of there again.
It was great. Yeah, we didn't get in until the start of the second inning. We didn't get to our seats till the start of the third. So we didn't even have seats.
We
got
waited in a
standing
lot of
room only.
lines.
And then we just found seats up top
Yep.
and hung out. And
Did some
the
lines.
guys, the bleacher creatures, that's what they
Mm-hmm.
call them. That's what we heard in line. And actually, we almost didn't get in because my phone wouldn't load the tickets right when we got to scan them. So I
It
had to
wasn't
run
a-
over to the box office,
Yeah.
and then they loaded right when I got out of line, and then the
Wasn't
security had our
wasn't
back.
a smooth entry into the game.
Mm-mm.
A lot of waiting.
But we did leave half an inning early to beat the traffic. The train was still packed, but it was another smooth ride home. Will
Oh,
got
and
us
the
there.
Twins won. Don't forget that.
It was a good game.
What a good game. And Yelly ordered one hot dog. The girl winked at him and gave us 3 for 1. So I got a hot dog for free. Thanks, y'all. Yeah,
And we got back to the hotel, changed because it's a
That's-
long day.
the
and it was
subway back
closed.
was kind of tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
It was
so many
packed
people.
with people. So we changed our clothes, met up with our boy Johnny again. He took us out to
Yeah,
a
but
little
not
nightlife.
before that. What did Cuddy do when we got back from the game?
Oh, Cuddy, he was exhausted, I guess, from the long day, and he crawled into bed.
He took his contacts
No
out, put his
clothes off.
PJs on, and
Literally,
went under the sheets. And while we were at the hotel for like half hour waiting for a plane, he's like, "I'm not going out. I'm tired. I'm going."
I
to
was
bed."
fully prepared to just call it a night and
You
go
wanted to go to
I
bed?
was so tired.
Oh,
I didn't know they were trying to make plans to go out either. So
What time was it?
It was like
10:30.
it was after the game.
I told him, if you stay in here and we come back, there's going to be water going on your
Yeah,
head.
he threatened me with a bucket of water on my
Yeah.
bed.
There's no way we were letting him stay in. But
He was like almost sleeping.
Well, he was getting texts from me making sure the content was done for
I think
Friday.
he was worried.
And
I think he was worried for Saturday.
then Frizz was actually
was
texting
nervous.
me. This was Friday. Like, I was trying to get updates. Like, all right, guys, what's the update on the content? I gave him a list of lines on text of like, these are the video clips I need you guys to get me. So I was trying to like
on Friday.
send him in the shared album. I need to see how much progress you've made. And Frizz is saying, I think you're saying as a joke, but how he missed everything or like he completely didn't do it or something like that. I left this all up to Cuddy for the most part. He was taking my role. So I don't know. How do you think he did on day one?
I was going to get into that. I was going to ask you for your rating, but yeah, it was pretty stressful. I knew I had to step up. Knew the team was counting on me. You'll see it in the YouTube.
You
We did a
stepped
funny
up.
bit, but
Mhm.
Let's talk about the East Village.
It was we finally did a little New York nightlife with a tour guide, because every other time we've been to the city, we kind of just
You
randomly
gotta know someone.
Yeah,
we
you have to.
randomly find these little spots. But we had a little tour guide with our boy Johnny, and we met up with some of his friends and went to a couple spots. The East Village was hopping. A
That's fun.
lot of people walking around.
Good vibes everywhere.
good
Mhm.
vibes.
What were the-
Clean.
What were the spots called that you went to?
We met at
New Haven.
New Haven, Blue Haven,
Blue Haven,
Newer
Blue
Blue.
Haven.
something
Yeah.
Haven,
Something Haven.
and then we went over to
Downtown Social.
Downtown
that's what it's
Social basement, little basement club,
Basement bar.
That was nice.
packed.
It was
Got some
packed.
Taylor Swift in there. They're playing. So
Maybe worst bathroom experience of my
Oh
life.
my
Oh
gosh.
yeah, the bathrooms are bad. You had to like go through a wall of people.
Worse than
That's worse than Aldean's,
No,
I'd say.
No way.
Yeah.
it was down these stairs that were for 2 people.
So we were already in the basement. You have to go down another flight of stairs to get to the bathrooms. So you were -1
The
level.
line was huge.
-2 level.
People
It was
are
bad.
talking about, oh, where are you from? Like no one's from there, and they're all just
Yeah.
talking the whole time, distracted, like
And there was like
moving slow.
2 urinals.
Mhm.
So the line was brutal.
I only went once. Luckily, I
too.
said
Yeah.
I'm not. Doing
I
it
couldn't
again.
do that again.
I would have went on the dance floor if I had to. I wasn't going back in that staircase.
But then me, Yelly, and Will left.
Listen to this, Loss. You know how we had so many steps?
Yeah.
East Village to our hotel was an hour and 5-minute walk.
Holy smokes.
And we did it.
We did it, man.
That is crazy.
And
We
halfway,
did it.
we found a couple slices.
You guys did that.
Yeah. Yeah, we weren't going to spend
How was that
money on Uber.
adventure? Did you run? I would have been running.
Not even once.
We just walked. We did a little sightseeing at night.
It was great.
We were looking for pizza, honestly.
Mm-hmm. We just found one.
It was
on our
nice
route.
out, so we were having fun.
Didn't even know what time
Didn't run into any scary folks.
A couple yellers.
Yeah, that's usual, though, in New York.
You just don't look at. You just walk by.
Yeah.
Don't make eye contact.
What was your plan then? Those boys left you.
Yeah,
gonna
this
do
is
the
where
walk?
we had 2 different nights.
Very, very, very different.
Very
nights.
different.
What was the goodbye like between you three and Austin?
I'll start it then.
Was
I'll
it an
give you the
Irish
floor.
goodbye? Did you just
No,
not?
it wasn't
it wasn't
Irish.
Irish.
All 4 of us walked out. We turned the corner with Frizz. We're just walking, whatever. He's like, I think I'm gonna stay with Johnny. I'm like, okay. I'm like, you sure, dude? Like, we're just gonna go back. It's like 2:30.
It was already late, yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna stay with Johnny. Just have some fun, take it all in, whatever. And I think we all dapped each other up. Said,
our
Johnny,
goodbyes.
Johnny, look out for him. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And then
Then this is what happened.
he went back into the bar.
Dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun.
couldn't end up like striking any new plans up. Guess it's dead on a Friday night in New York for the past 2:30. But guess the city did sleep that night. But so then I ended up saying goodbye to Johnny and his friends a little bit later. It wasn't much later than after we split
It was
up.
just a far walk. So
Yeah,
we had
so
some
then-
ground on him.
Could have got your marathon training in.
So wait. So then I also was like, hey, I'm starving. Like all I had was that hot dog at night, like a long time ago. So I went and actually located the famous Joe's Pizza
Mm-hmm.
and went in line there. It was like a semi big line when I was there. It was probably around 3. And then by the time I got to the front, I turned around and the line had tripled. The place was absolutely packed. Picked up 3 different slices, ate 2 of them in the shop itself. Found myself a little bar and ate 2 of them there. Pretty good.
Oh, you
Then-
sat there and ate?
Yeah, I sat there and ate just because it was 3 pieces. I don't want to eat that while walking, so I enjoyed them. Then took 1 for the road, started walking back to the hotel, finished that along the way. Still walking, and then I start running. I do like walk runs like every couple minutes.
Interval training.
Yeah, get my way back there.
4 in the morning.
About half, I think it was later. I think it was like 4:15, because then about half a block away to the hotel, I start looking for the key to get in, and no key, not in the wallet, shorts, anything.
When we left to go to the bars, I asked who wants a key. Frizz like, I don't need one. So all 3 of us had keys.
Mm-hmm.
He was the one guy who should have known to give him a key.
That is a good learning lesson for when we go on trips, because if you're in hotels, and I found this out in Nashville, if you're not under the room, hotels are getting stricter on that.
Mm-hmm.
Back when I was a kid, could get a key, just tell them what room, they give you a key. These days, you need ID, you need to be the name on the room, you need everything.
Yeah, we're gonna put everyone's names under
Yeah,
every room.
that's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Anyway,
So then, and also in New York, they leave the front doors like visible. Like one of the doors is open, but the final one isn't. So I couldn't actually get into the hotel, but the guy could see me. So I was able to get let in by him. But then, just like those guys said, my name was not under the hotel. So he's like, can you call him? Like all this stuff. And then I called Will called everyone multiple times and no answer. So he was kind of being a bit snobby to me, to be honest.
we were
And
PTFO.
They were out. So he's like, fine, I'll call them. Called, no answer. And then he's like, are you sure that they came to the hotel? I'm like, yeah, 100%. And then he's like, well, I've been here all night. I would have seen them. And I was like, dude, I can show you pictures of what these guys look like. He's like, no, you don't need to show me pictures. I'd recognize them. Like, he's just like messing around
You
with
should
me at
know
this
when
point.
3 of us come in with pizza who we are.
Yeah.
That we're
Oh, yeah.
that we are in the same friend group.
Yeah. And then he still wouldn't let me up. So he's like, "Hey, I'm going to go knock." And he went and apparently knocked on the door really hard and loud, but still no answer. So then the guy's like, "Well, you can come sit in the lobby chair for a few minutes." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I don't think they're going to be up in a few minutes." So I took off, started my official homeless night in New York. And I went to a gas station around the corner, picked up a water. Then I was like, what's something to do that's semi-safe and I could kill a few hours? So I went down to the Hudson River, which was a decent walk. So I kept doubling my steps all day. Went down to the Hudson River. Luckily, I had my charging case on my phone. That's why you always go out with a charging case. And I had my wallet, so that helped elevate my homelessness a little bit. And I went and walked around the river trail for a while, sat there. Then there's some late night people walking around, not in a good way. They were having conversations with themselves, so I kept walking away and found myself a pier that went way out into the water, and you could see across the river was Hoboken, New Jersey. So I sat on the pier for 4 hours and listened to music.
It was not 4 hours.
3, for sure. 3.
Okay.
Until I saw the full sunrise. I saw the ferry going by. Then killed some time.
People out jogging already?
Yeah, then by the time I left the pier, I saw all the morning runners out. They're all passing me. I'm just slowly hobbling by in my street clothes. And I make it back to the hotel, and I see the guy. And he's like, "Oh," with a smile on his face, like, "Oh, guess I can't stop you now," because it was legal time for me to enter the hotel. And I just looked him dead in the eye and just walked right past him. I said, "I hope you don't see me again." And
You said that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because that means I went into the room. That means I got in. So then I went to the room, knocked on the door, no answer, kept knocking, but I was still trying to knock kind of quietly because that
What time
hallway.
was this? I
I was at 6:30.
Was it?
Yeah, I let you in.
Oh, I guess I was on the pier.
I let him in.
You let him in?
What do you know then? Never
Yeah.
sleep.
Who did I
He has
let in,
no
then?
clue. But anyways,
I let him in. I somehow heard the knock.
I heard someone kind of shuffling, and I was praying that I heard right, and then Will opened the door, and then I was able to finally settle in and get some rest. And I actually, fun fact, I had pizza sauce on my white shirt. And before I went to bed, I went and found my Tide stick and got the pizza sauce off.
That's what you're doing in the
sleep.
bathroom.
Yeah.
I remember letting you in, and you're just making a ton of noise in the bathroom. Like, dude,
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
I don't know what you've been through tonight. Go to bed. I guess it's morning.
Well, I appreciate you taking really entertaining Snapchats of that night that you had because you documented it very well. And
Were you confused?
No, I
guess he
it
explained
was
it
just
pretty well.
It was nothing out of the ordinary. I was like, just
Something
it didn't
happens
surprise
every
me.
trip.
It honestly did not surprise me
Kevin
that much.
McAllister lost
It was
in New
more of
York.
I got to wake up with some entertaining snaps. We all watched them, and it was pretty funny.
That's what I kept telling myself. It could be worse. It could be very cold out. It could be raining. I could have a dead phone. And I got to watch a beautiful sunrise, check out all the boats on the water.
Wow.
Wasn't the worst night. It's not what I was hoping for, but in the end, made it back to bed safe.
No bad days.
No bad days, exactly. And luckily, Will and Yelly pulled clutch. I'll let them take over.
And you guys didn't have any kind of argument. You weren't mad at the guys for not waking up. You understood.
Oh, yeah. I fully understood that it was my fault. And I don't expect, because it's not like I said, "Hey, guys, I'm coming back at this time. Wait up for me," or whatever. They just had no idea what was going on. So.
I just you all just assumed he would make it in the
and
hotel.
I fully thought I had a hotel key until half a block when I started looking for it.
Then it got interesting. Yeah, that morning Lawsy would have been disgusted in us because I think we loafed around, just laid in bed till 10, chit chatting, whatever. Maybe we weren't even chit chatting. Me and Yelly were talking, and then we're like, you know what? We got to be at the Rangers in at noon, right?
Yeah, I think
we were meeting them at noon.
Yeah, we had to be at the Fampalooza at noon.
So me and Yelly pulled the recovery squad out, and we went over to, don't even remember, Finn's Bagels. Got 4 bagel sandwiches. Went and got some waters, a prime.
Yeah.
And we got these guys and get going. And everything was good after that.
I can honestly say it did brighten my day a lot, eating that and having a prime, because I was very, very miserable. Very miserable. Then I had cold shower, threw on my Rangers gear, and time to get back to work.
All I'm thinking about is there's no way they're filming any YouTube in the morning. There's no way they're getting any of this documented because they slept in all morning, and
You don't have much faith in us,
we're not
do
going to
you?
have a YouTube video now.
We get
I
things
think
done.
I think we killed it.
I still haven't looked at the YouTube.
That was
yet,
2
so.
days of no sleep that
Mhm.
we needed those extra couple hours in the morning.
Mm.
I was gonna say,
And we went to bed at
Yeah.
4.
We did a great job with the Rangers at Fanpalooza too. We finished up early even.
Yeah, Palooza was fun. That was a lot of fun. There was a little playoff event going on right down the street from MSG for the Rangers and the Knicks. They were kind of just promoting their playoffs, and we went and interviewed some people, had some fun. There's a ton of diehard Ranger fans.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was super fun. And after that, had our last slice of pizza with the Rangers crew before we said our goodbyes, which was nice of them. And then
We had another adventure, another big walking adventure.
and then we walked even more.
Yep.
And walked and walked and walked.
where did you go?
Well, we went to those island thing.
Yeah, we went back to Hudson Yards and over by Chelsea.
Chelsea Pier, went
Chelsea
to
Piers.
the rink.
We
That was
found a
pretty
hockey
cool.
rink on the
Right.
pier.
It's,
That was
it's
really
like
cool.
two floors up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was cool.
Super cool. And got the picture of the No Bad Days hoodies, watching
Yeah.
some random practice going on.
I was proud of you for that. That was good.
We got very creative that evening. And then we walked. Yeah, I don't even know what that park was called.
Little
we were
Island.
We were calling it Pandora.
Yeah, it was called Little Island.
Was it?
Yeah, and it's like literally an island that looks like you're in Pandora from Avatar,
You
because they
saw
look
it, right?
like they're floating kind
It's
of.
like a garden.
remember
It's
it.
like a garden
Out of the
trail that
water.
goes
It's over
up.
the water.
I don't remember.
And there's a bunch of grass and walking
We
paths.
saw the bagpipe.
There's an amphitheater in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I did
Oh, yeah.
see videos.
It's like a
of
bunch
that.
of pillars that
Yeah.
lift up this park. It's so
Hmm.
cool, actually.
Yeah, we saw Morgan Wallen.
So Arnold was
We did a
playing.
concert.
We saw the bagpipe team,
Yep.
Mhm.
and then
We got hungry again.
yeah, of course.
And
Okay. Before we get back into our eating, walking around Chelsea and Hudson Yards was like a refreshing experience of
Mhm.
New York.
pretty quiet.
Quiet, people are pretty friendly. There's grass and
It
trees,
was clean.
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
clean. And we found New York Burger Co.
Yeah, because we got hungry. Well, we actually had a destination already set, but on the way, we literally just walked by this place, and we're like, you know what? Let's just grab a
That place
pre-dinner
looks good.
snack. So we all went there, got some burgers, and they had like a little sauce station where you could do your own
They
sauces.
had,
There's
like-
like 10 different
more.
sauces.
There's so many sauces.
Only thing we could have done to make it better is got a big thing of fries to really enjoy
Oh,
the
yeah.
sauces. But
Oh, to
we
spoil
knew we had a
supper.
big meal ahead. Because where did we eat again? It
We
was the
went
food hall, but
Yeah, so we walked back. I think we showered quick, changed a little bit, and then it was getting a little
I
chilly.
legit thought we went right there.
We definitely went back because it was getting a little chilly, I think.
No, we went back to the hotel right
Yeah.
after the Rangers thing, and then we marched because I put on my
Yeah, we
No
walked
Bad
through-
Days
yeah,
hoodie.
Yeah, we put our hoodies on because it was getting chilly, and we walked to Pandora. I think was our first stop.
Yeah, and then but from the Burger Co, we definitely went to the hotel before going again, which is right on the way.
Well, I have no
Whatever.
idea.
Doesn't matter. We went to Moynihan Hall. This was like, the NHL buildings, Lawson,
Yeah.
and NHL buildings, MSG. It was that big train station right in the middle of it.
Okay. I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. And Frizz looked up this. Did you just look up Moynihan Hall?
Yeah, I just went to. I thought it was gonna be like a little cafeteria type deal, like at Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like a food.
It was
hall.
a train station.
train station
But it was
underneath.
like a mall.
There was an underneath mall there, and we saw this Asian restaurant. So we all got
Ramen.
4 ramens, 4 chicken baos, and
Mm.
boy, did we enjoy that.
So good, best ramen I've ever had.
That place was great. That felt like a whole new world too. Like I didn't even know
It
where
was
we were.
dark in there.
New
There
York
was-
has a city.
There was a
underneath New York.
DJ. There was a
Yeah.
DJ. Some lady was dancing so hard.
There was a huge bar.
It was
Yeah.
crazy.
All these hidden little things.
It was so
found.
cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Can I ask a question now? So now that you experienced New York this way, you guys have always said things like weren't huge fans of the city or like just couldn't see yourself being there for too long. After getting more of this side of it and being out of Manhattan, out of the busyness, do you have new thoughts on it? Could you maybe live there now? Could you spend months there?
I could spend
Yes.
months.
Yeah, I could definitely spend the summer months there, but also something that turned me off was when we were at the Canuck, I was talking to someone that said she pays $3,000 a month for a 1-bedroom apartment that her friend lives in the 1-bedroom, and they put up some plywood in the living room to make her bedroom, and she pays $3,000 just for that.
Living quarters would not be great unless you got
You got
big bucks.
Well, you've seen those. How much you pay for rent in New York? One's
Yeah.
like anytime they give a number under 5,000, you're going into something that's smaller than what we live in now.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I really, really loved the Hudson Yards area,
Mm-hmm.
which was just awesome, and it was very easy to walk to Manhattan too.
Yeah,
It's
because
really not that far.
like we weren't done there yet. We were not done yet because we had a sweet tooth to fill. So
Oh my gosh!
we
I forgot
originally
about
went
that.
to Baskin Robbins, but the line was just massive. So we decided to go to the next door shop, Five Guys, and we all got some shakes.
We got some milkshakes. Ended the night walking around. Went back to MSG to film that last clip.
Yeah,
Oh,
Cuddy,
yeah.
Cuddy was
Oh.
still on the ball.
I was still, I kept getting texts throughout the day
Yeah.
from Lawson saying that we did the words wrong or something. I don't know.
you know what my
I
request?
wasn't really paying attention.
My request was, Cuddy, go to Times Square. Or
Yeah,
somewhere
you said
cool with
Times
light.
Square,
Well, I said
and that-
something with lights. There was
Square's
a
so
line with
far.
lights.
I
I'm
know,
like,
and we were going to the Yankees
just-
game, so I got the clip at the Yankees
I was just
game.
like, make it cool. Like, got to do something cool with this one line of the video. I didn't even know you guys were at MSG from that clip.
Oh come on!
No, I didn't. It just looked like you're on the middle of a street.
Are
So
you
I don't even
kidding
know
me?
why you went to MSG to do it,
You
because
must not know New York like we do.
Oh. it wasn't anything fancy. You could have done that in the hotel room.
Well,
Oh,
yeah. Well,
ouch.
let's get into this
But
then. That was the end of our
whatever.
trip, anyways, because we went back after that, watched the Bulls game, and then went to bed since we had the early airport the next day. But Lawson, we need to get into this now because
Yeah.
we had our tasks.
Yep.
You sent Cuddy a big list of things to do. How was it watching it all back? How did the guys do without our fearless leader?
It's a good question.
Let's hear your thoughts.
So day one, Friday, I would probably give like a C-ish rating. Like I mean, I had the list and I sent it, and then I got back clips that were, he knows better. He knows to listen to the audio.
Oh, wow.
I know you do.
Here we go. This is what we
Yeah,
needed.
okay.
Let's
I,
spice
I
it up.
do know
All right.
he knows, because he, like, you know, when we do a lip syncing video, I needed some more clips to fill up this Taylor Swift one. That was like the main thing for Friday. And like I got back the videos in the shared album. And I was scared that he didn't even record them because of what Frizz said in the group chat, saying that Cuddy missed them all or whatever. He failed, whatever. It's kind of funny. But he sends them back. And there was one at the baseball game, because I told him it'd be cool if you did this under the lights there, whatever. And it,
I know what you're talking about.
hear the video, and it wasn't anything close to what the song was. It's like, did you not think to listen to the audio and then get these guys?
Do you
like,
want to know the reason?
like
for
I
that?
always sing along, and then in the
Careful.
clip, and then in the
Careful.
clip,
He's not gonna like that reason.
in the clip, I hear,
No, I know.
I hear, I think Yelly and Cuddy having the conversation. It was just not it. You missed it. Couldn't even use
Yeah, it
it.
was me and Yelly.
And it was just like, yeah, well, we got time. We'll do it tomorrow.
That was in
That's
the
their
video?
classic
Yeah.
line.
I heard it.
Yeah.
Heard it in the video, and like, I don't know. I think I've seen you be more creative in some of those. I felt like you're just doing it back of mind, or like, oh yeah, like we'll say this, but all right, good kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe you weren't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Rebuttal?
I was trying.
Rebuttal?
I was trying pretty hard to make these clips pretty cool, but
I like the subway one. The subway one was cool.
okay.
Like when you're in the subway, you did
I did.
0.5. Great job on that
One
one.
thing I did realize when we were going to the Yankees game, I didn't download the video.
I sent it to you.
You sent it to me on
text.
TikTok.
In text.
No, it wasn't on text.
Do you want me to pull up the proof?
The New York.
Yeah, I did. You might not have got it.
Yeah, we were in the subway.
But like the text message, when I sent the lines, I actually downloaded the video onto my phone and I texted you the whole video and I texted you the black pockets that we didn't have clips for. So if you'd hit play, you could watch it through and then you could see like the black gaps that we needed to fill in.
Yeah.
Plus
we watched those.
That was on your phone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right. It was in a text message.
You might have forgot about it. That's fine.
Essentially, for Cuddy's sake, Lawson left him too long of a leash. He let him do his own thing, but he wasn't there to yank it back.
Wow, look at Frizz taking sides.
Frizz. I would love for you to try to get those clips and get the guys to do them.
Just wait for your big list in Colorado.
How about the half-ass lip sync from Frizz all night? Maybe I was trying to
he didn't even open his mouth.
Maybe I was trying to play the video and tell him how to say the lines and do it right, and then he'll just New York.
Oh yeah,
Cuddy, every time.
Cuddy, he is hard to work with.
Yeah,
multiple takes.
But another funny thing was like one of the lines was like me, and obviously I didn't text it out like that. I just texted me, me, associating that line with the audio, thinking that you'd like listen to it.
You got to send us the musical notes.
I got a video back. I got a video back of Will saying like me. That's what he said in the video. Me. I'm like,
well, I think the text had echo in parentheses.
Well, yeah, I was like trying to get close, but I was like, he's gonna listen to it and hear the length of the me's. But I got back
in this situation. I think we the week leading up to it, to prep for it, is we all just need to master the song like Lawson usually does. He knows it word by word. When you say me, like, I love this song, but
again, the video is like a minute and 40 seconds, so there's a lot of lines and a lot of lines repeat.
Mm-hmm.
It was about it's like 3.5 minute TikTok.
Yeah. Holy.
That's why when I go, when I go throughout the day, like before a event or before I know I'm going to be getting shots for that video, I like listen to it like 5 to 10 times. Like, before you get into the Yankees game, it's like, all right, let me listen to this audio at least 4 to 5 times just to kind of a refresher. You never want to like wing it in the subway or at the game, then usually, but
was that our worst?
It was fine. Yeah, I think like that was a little. I was actually scared after that. I saw the first drop of Shared Album. I was kind of like, heart rate went up a little bit. I was like, oh my goodness, he's like gonna blow it. Got a little worried, but I was like, all right, they got Saturday. They still have Saturday. They're not going to a Yankees game. I'm not sure if they're doing anything that cool, but they got the Palooza. So I got more content ideas to send them to get at the Palooza. So let's give them another shot. See what they can do. And
crushed it.
And you guys did a lot better. I was impressed. I love the clips that you sent me there. I thought were pretty good.
Saturday rating?
9.
Friday was a
9. So you got a C and then a 9.
And a 9. See, I would give Saturday an A.
Nice.
There was a couple of things that were there for an A+ that was up there, but
low hanging fruit.
The biggest thing, I guess, was just with that you just missed a line, really.
Well,
missed a clip, and then I had to text you like when you guys were walking around, this is the last thing you need to get. You might have been planning on getting it, but
I
had to direct.
What line
was that? That was the milkshake.
That was the milkshake with the 5 guys.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. But that was like the day where we were actually working with the Rangers media people. So I was like just listening to them and their ideas, and I wasn't really focused on what you wanted. But I knew what you wanted.
And I got you guys to do some Mr. Brightside clips there, where you got them. Those are good too.
That's again. So
you
if
forget
you had
about that?
Well, I thought they were all super important. I didn't know they were just extra videos or extra lines for Mr. Brightside. So I thought Mr. Brightside was a priority because you didn't finish the video.
It was a priority.
So I put that New York video on the back burner.
The thing that you got with Yelly and Panarin and with Will, like that was huge. You needed to get that, and you did.
Good.
You did get that.
Got on base. Did it.
I know what happened at Yankees.
Bases
Stadium,
were loaded. Bases were loaded with content.
But yeah, we were lucky to survive it. We made it. Can't wait to see the grade A YouTube video.
Yeah.
Now with you, I just don't know what you did with YouTube because I haven't seen that content. So
It's great.
I'm a little still worried about that.
No, I rest assured the YouTube's great.
It was awesome.
But
We were funny.
we were really funny. I love my iPhone mode. Let's just say that.
That's just another weapon in the holster.
Yeah, it was a pretty dang good trip, I would have to say.
And how was the team chemistry without me? Was it better?
Vibes,
Way more relaxed.
We made
vibes were high.
We made a ton of different ideas.
Didn't you come up with a plan?
Many.
Came up with a YouTube plan.
There's a plan to get rid of you. There's a plan about what we're going to do to hype up the Rangers playoffs
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
with the Blue Line bus.
Yeah. That's my favorite plan ever.
Yeah, I'll just share it quick.
Just tell the story.
We're just walking around. We were very overtired and very just like goofy. And we came up with this idea that with that Blue Line bus, there's going to be 1 hour every game night that the Rangers are playing in playoffs, that they shut down the streets, and we're going to rip around that Blue Line bus and play the Beastie Boys. And it's going to have lights, and there's going to be fireworks.
For 1 hour.
1 hour.
1
Because
hour.
we got to hit all the neighborhoods.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're driving this bus around. We're ripping around corners on 2 wheels. People are hanging out their skyscrapers with.
We're ripping around
Towels.
out the window,
Hanging out
waving
their
the playoff
skyscrapers.
towels. People are, let's go.
The millionaires on the penthouses see it
We're
coming.
just hyping
And
up
you know
the
what
whole
song
city.
it is?
No.
You got to fight.
Oh,
you're right. We're going to start, the whole city's going to go, kick it. And then we just
Oh,
go
yeah.
We even had a-
crazy.
We even had a plan to like catapult fireworks over to New Jersey with
yeah.
Ranger colors.
I don't know where this combo was.
With
I was
Rangers
not a part of it.
flags.
This was all new to me.
Go Rangers, like flying over the Hudson, shooting it from the back of our bus.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Next year's playoffs, we're going to be ripping that
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
around.
And that was our weekend in New York, NYC.
It was pretty sweet. I want to go back for another ball game.
Yeah, I do too.
I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, but we have a few fan questions because I know we didn't answer some of these.
Rip them.
So
Rip 'em.
I will
Rapid
ask
fire.
each of you the same question, see what your personal response is. So
Bring it.
Tara asks, what's the biggest difference between a Rangers game versus an Isles game?
That's a great question.
Start her off, Cuddy.
Well, first of all, MSG is just a very unique arena. So I think that's the biggest standout in my eyes. But yeah, I don't know. I think Ranger fans are a little more diehard, like gritty fans, I would say, than Isles.
Oh, boy.
Will?
I'm not going to, I don't
You
want
don't like
anyone
that?
to hate me, so I'm not going to say that. But no, I think both fans' faces are obviously super passionate. I think that just the difference is MSG, like Cuddy said, kind of tops every arena ever. So it's hard to compete, even though UBS is beautiful. But
Mhm.
yeah, I think the Rangers just feels more like I said earlier, you're going for a show rather than you're going to Long Island for a game.
Mhm.
Yeah. And it's just right on Broadway Street. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Showtime.
I think that the to me maybe the Islanders part that stuck out as different was the Heineken Terrace part, and that making it feel like people are coming to the Islanders game maybe a little bit less for the hockey too, and more of like the party of it, or just like the pure
Experience.
enjoyment of just getting out of your houses on the island and having fun at this game. And I think they're really diehard fans, but almost a tad more. I don't know if maybe it's just that Heineken part that made it feel more community based and just more of like, let's all have fun together, versus New York is maybe more individual of like,
Mhm.
have fun by yourself or with your friends and not with everybody else in the arena.
Yeah,
I would
could
say
agree
something
to
I
that.
noticed at the Rangers game. I don't know if this was just because they were playing the Leafs, but there were a lot more away team fans. than the Islanders.
Yeah, you just kind of see that just from our experience with the Leafs that Leafs fans are everywhere. Like in Nashville,
it's like
packed
the freaking
with Leafs fans.
University of North Dakota.
Yeah,
I saw Sioux jerseys in New York again.
Cuddy's
At
streak
MSG,
continues.
there was a UND Sioux jersey. It's cool.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll be one in Tampa.
So the next question from Sylvia: what's something that you'll never forget that happened on this trip? I can tell you mine is getting locked out of a hotel and watching the sunrise on the Hudson River.
That was gonna be mine. I'll never forget that Frizz
Waking up to your text.
Waking up, 6 missed phone calls. Waking up to a knock at whatever time it was in the morning. Stumbling over the door. How did I look? Pretty bad.
Oh, rough. Will looked a lot rougher than I did.
Yeah, you had fresh air. I was sharing a bed with Cuddy.
I think mine's going to be singing Mr. Brightside on the Jumbotron and doing the karaoke. I think that's going to be the one thing that's going to stick out at that game.
That was pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never forget my Zamboni ride with Paul.
There you go.
He had a thick accent, and it was awesome.
Nice. They're all great times in New York, that's for sure. And we have one more question from Jennifer. And what is one new thing you did in NYC?
Everything I did was new.
Yeah,
The memorial, the
Yankees,
Wall Street, Yankees.
Yeah, almost literally every single thing we did was new besides a late night slice of za. We always did that.
Yeah.
Got our first bagel sandwich. Got our first Italian sandwich in Little Italy. Saw the World Trade.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Going to the Canuck bar for me there was going to be a great experience thing because I like being familiar with those parts of cities where if I ever go back there with other people, I just know like a certain go-to spot. And I like finding things out like that. Yeah, we're starting to know a lot of things. We're starting to get very familiar with cities and true spots where if we're ever the tour guide for other people, then we just know exactly where to go.
Put it in the bank.
I would say the newest part was taking the subway on our own.
Mm-hmm. And we did a good job at it.
Yeah, crushed it.
Yeah,
Subway surfers.
$3.
$3.
Well, I had to pay for
when
Frizz,
I
of course.
Took the subway in December with Emma, we did not do so hot on getting back home. We got to our destination and then actually got very much turned around. Couldn't find it back, and we actually got an Uber.
Oh, wow. You threw in the towel. Hey?
Yeah, we did.
Jeez, man.
You just got to watch Little Lights. It's easy.
No.
You can't hang with us, eh?
no.
Yeah.
Follow the Yankee jerseys.
Yeah, there's no Yankee jerseys.
If you follow Yankee jerseys during baseball season, it means you're going north to the
Exactly.
Bronx.
Mm.
That's my
Okay.
clue.
Yeah, that's it for the
Oh, that
fan
was it?
questions. Yeah, we got 3. Thanks for asking those, everyone. We always love hearing your thoughts.
We want more.
Well, like a lot of them we kind of answer throughout the pod, so I do read them. Don't worry, but these were just some unique ones. But yeah, that was our New York trip. So something else that we talked about is the NHL season is officially done. So why don't we lock in those playoff predictions?
Are we going like who we picked with our bracket? Of course.
Yeah, just say Cup final and who wins it.
Cup final, I have Boston and Colorado, and I think Boston's going to take it in 6 games.
I got Boston winning.
Nice, man.
Against 2.
Here. Cheers.
Can't remember.
Thank you for your prediction.
The Memphis Grizzlies.
Bulls.
Me?
Yep.
You go? I think in the bracket, I picked the Rangers to win.
Oh,
Liked what I saw out there.
Nice.
But I have them playing against Vegas.
ooh.
But I do not like Vegas at all.
As a Wild fan, you can't like Vegas.
I hate picking teams from the West to win.
Yeah, I went with my heart here. Had to do it. Got the Bruins in the final, but in the end, I'm going to be back in Winnipeg at that Stanley Cup party, firing it up. So I got the Jets taking the 2023 Stanley Cup playoffs.
Well, our bet would be short-lived if it happens.
Oh, God.
Lifetime bet.
Oh, yeah.
I hope the Wild win though.
That would be
Oh,
so
this-
fun.
I think that would be
electric.
so fun. I'd love to jump on that bandwagon for the finals and
Oh
just
my
try to be a
gosh.
part of it as much. That'd be awesome.
I don't know if we could do anything else on game days if they were in the Cup finals.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd
Like,
be
I would just be
fun.
nervous all day.
That is my hope.
I'm nervous tonight, and it's game 2.
Yeah, I'm truly. I got excited when I was watching them play Dallas the other night. I was actually getting really passionate.
It's good. I'm glad to see that out of
Yeah,
you.
I was like, I wanted them to win.
Who's your favorite player on the Wild?
I would have to. There's just like a lot of them I do like. It's between Krill and now that Faber's back there, I think that's pretty
Oh,
cool.
this guy's been reading his
Yeah.
tweets.
Yeah, well,
I'm
he
watching
just-
ESPN.
He just watched the Gophers.
I mean, Reeves.
he knows Fabes. Revo?
I don't know if I actually have a favorite team
Good.
in general.
No, it's just the
good.
squad.
Yeah, they're a good team.
I think Foligno's getting a hat trick tonight.
I think Krill's gonna have a huge hit.
Okay.
I think he's
Interesting.
fired up.
I think the Jets are going to lose the next 4.
Dumba
Oh.
might be in a scrap tonight.
Yeah, maybe Dumba. I'm gonna go with him. Favorite player on the Wild.
Nice.
Stars fans are going to hate you.
It's okay.
Yeah, whatever. Well, thanks, everyone. That was a fun conversation.
Yeah, it
That
was
was awesome.
a little more relaxed. Had some banter at the start.
A little
So,
end of the day chat.
of course, give us your feedback if you like the kind of what do we call it, like a smooth intro type thing, where we don't just kind of get into all the topics. We kind of chat a little bit beforehand and afterwards. So, give us your feedback.
Enough
we always
chatting.
appreciate it, and Will wrap us up.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Really appreciate you all. As always, be sure to give a like, comment, subscribe. And if you enjoyed this episode, please, please, please share it with your friend, your neighbor, your cat, your dog, anyone. Get it out there. Thank you so much. New York, we are big, big fans.
Mhm.
Let's go
Yelly.
Rangers.
Go Rangers.
Jelly, sign us out.